there probably shouldn't be a creature like the blue whale on Earth at all. It's not just the largest animal alive today, it's the most extreme rule breaker among all living beings in 4.6 billion years of Earth's history. It weighs twice as much as the second largest animal and is even more massive than the biggest dinosaurs. So, is it a bug in evolution or an Easter egg of the universe? You may have seen blue whales in documentaries, but without a reference for scale, it's impossible to grasp how enormous they really are. The largest blue whales can reach up to 33 meters in length, about the height of an 11-story building. Their weight can reach around 250 tons, roughly equivalent to a Statue of Liberty swimming in the ocean. Their heart alone is the size of a small car, their tongue weighs as much as 50 adults, and their arteries are wide enough for a child to crawl through. Even their call reaches up to 190 decibels, louder than a jet engine, and can be heard from up to 1,500 kilometers away. Behind these astonishing numbers lies a question that puzzled scientists for a long time. How did such a gigantic creature evolve? To find the answer, we have to travel back 50 million years to what is now Pakistan. There lived a small animal that looked like a mix of a wolf, a deer, and a hippopotamus, Pakicetus. You might wonder what it has to do with whales. In fact, it's their ancestor. This hoofed, four-legged animal about the size of a wolf lived near riverbanks. No one could have imagined that millions of years later, its descendants would completely leave land behind and dominate the oceans. Over about 10 million years, they became increasingly adapted to water, and by around 40 million years ago, they had fully transitioned to life in the ocean. A few million years later, whales split into two major groups, toothed whales and baleen whales. Toothed whales use echolocation to hunt in the deep ocean, catching prey like skilled fishermen, one target at a time. Baleen whales, on the other hand, lost their teeth and developed baleen plates, essentially a filtering system that allows them to strain tiny organisms from seawater like industrial fishing nets. The real evolutionary breakthrough came about 10 million years ago with the emergence of rorquals. They developed two key adaptations: flexible jaws that can open extremely wide and throat pleats that can expand like a balloon. Together, these features enabled a powerful feeding strategy called lunge feeding. They rush towards schools of fish or krill, open their massive mouths and engulf huge amounts of water along with their prey. Then they filter out the food using their baleen. This method is incredibly efficient, but interestingly, although rorquals had this ability, they only became giants around 5 million years ago, and all species grew larger at the same time. What happened? The answer lies in a major change in ocean conditions. Stronger upwelling when cold, nutrient-rich water rises from the deep ocean to the surface led to explosive growth of plankton. This plankton fed massive populations of krill and other small creatures, which in turn attracted huge schools of fish. For whales, this was like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Food became so abundant that their feeding strategy became more efficient than ever. But why did the blue whale become the largest of all? The secret lies in its diet. Blue whales feed almost exclusively on krill. Although krill are tiny, they are extremely energy dense and form enormous swarms. A single swarm can be 400 meters long, 200 meters wide, and 100 meters deep. 1 cubic meter can contain up to 30,000 individuals. In one gulp, a blue whale can consume up to half a ton of krill, about as much food as a human eats in a year. However, krill populations fluctuate. They boom in summer and decline sharply in winter. This forces blue whales into a cycle of feast and famine. In summer, they eat intensively and store fat. In winter, they migrate thousands of kilometers to warmer waters to breed, often going months without eating. This lifestyle gave them a double evolutionary advantage. A larger mouth allows them to consume more food at once, and a larger body allows them to store more energy. In essence, evolution kept giving the same answer to every challenge: grow bigger. But this extreme specialization also makes blue whales vulnerable. Their survival depends entirely on krill, and krill are now under threat. Climate change is causing oceans to absorb more carbon dioxide, leading to acidification. Krill eggs are highly sensitive to these conditions and struggle to survive. On top of that, overfishing, pollution, and industrial activity are reducing their numbers. Worse still, commercial whaling in the 20th century nearly wiped out blue whales. About 99% of their population was killed, dropping from over 300,000 to just a few thousand. Although hunting was banned in 1966, their recovery has been extremely slow, and they remain endangered. We often think the age of giants ended with the dinosaurs, but the largest creature in Earth's history is still swimming in the oceans today. It may seem like it shouldn't exist, but through evolution and a bit of luck, it survived. Whether it continues to exist, however, now depends on us.